Recently, I was talking to the pediatrician. These are doctors who treat children. He said he thoroughly enjoys treating babies that are less than 2 years old. So I asked him, why is it so? He said that is because when we have to treat babies, they have at less than 2 years old, they have not yet learned to talk. So they cannot describe what is wrong with them. As a result, even the parents and grandparents don't know what is wrong with them, and then that removes a lot of clutter from the feedback that we get about what is the problem. Okay, for example, if it's an older child, then that child starts describing that, oh, I am feeling feverish or I have a headache, and then the parents and the grandparents have their own version of why that headache is there, and did that child go out and play in the sun for a long time, or whatever it may be. Also, this feedback gets colored with what we can call as home politics. So it could be that the mother feels that the grandmother or her mother-in-law is pampering the child too much, but she cannot say this directly to her mother-in-law, so she will drop hints to the pediatrician to tell her mother-in-law something. So all this feedback is colored with perceptions of these people and their vested interest in passing on messages to each other and all that stuff. So this does not happen when the child is less than 2 years old, because it cannot talk, so it can only cry. So when parents and grandparents accompany the child to a doctor, all that they can say is, we don't know what's wrong. The child has been crying since yesterday morning or since this morning. So that makes the pediatrician's mind very clear. It is not cluttered with a lot of unnecessary and wrong information. So then I asked him, how do you diagnose if you are not getting any feedback about what is the problem? So he said he diagnoses because he's thoroughly knowledgeable about all the systems that are involved in the body. Each system, there are 11 systems in the body, like respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system. There are 11 such systems. Each system is composed of several organs and they are all interconnected. So the doctor knows thoroughly all these systems, what each organ is supposed to do, how the output of that organ becomes the input for the next step, and if something is wrong in one area, how it can manifest into a variety of symptoms in other areas. All this is known. Okay, that is how he starts thinking that what could be wrong with the child. So I asked him, then what does he do in case of older children who have started speaking and there is so much clutter? So he said that is the additional step. We have to train our minds to remove all the clutter and focus on exactly what could be the problem. So if we think deeply about this, it is very similar to managing companies. For example, a company is like that 2-year-old child or less than 2-year-old child. It cannot describe what is wrong with itself. All the people working there are like parents and grandparents and mother-in-laws and father-in-laws, who give feedback about what they perceive to be wrong with the company and what are the problems and all that, and that feedback includes their own perception about things. Then it includes office politics, vested interest. All this kind of cluttered feedback will come. And the CEO, MD, owners, these are like those doctors. Okay, they are trying to manage and take care and grow that baby properly, which is the company. So these people have to train their minds to remove the clutter and focus on exactly what could be the problem. How can they do this? Just like a doctor. For doing this, they should know thoroughly well all the systems involved, from order booking to delivery, and not only delivery, up to payment collection. So every step should be known in detail. What each department is supposed to do, what are the do's and don'ts at that place. If something goes wrong in one place, how it can manifest into problems in other areas. All these interconnections, everything should be known in detail. Only if that is known, it is possible to efficiently solve these problems and put the company on a growth path. If we try to solve problems by listening to this cluttered feedback, then there is a very high chance that we will keep going round and round in circles with different problems materializing in different areas, and in spite of solving one, we will find that something else crops up because the root cause has not been identified properly. And to identify such root causes, all these workflows and rules and policies have to be known thoroughly well. So from now on, suppose the company is not growing at the desired rate, or it is not making profit at the desired level, or if there is any problem to be solved from customer service point of view or any other such thing, try to solve this by using your detailed knowledge of systems and processes that are there in the company, rather than going by hearsay of all the cluttered feedback that is coming from all the people involved.